Top 6! Party time! Excellent!
Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and today I'm going to show you the top 6 best queues at Universal Studios Florida, and I'm going to throw in a bonus. The bonus will be the worst one. This list today will be in no particular order. I'm just going to walk around the park showing you the best queues that are here, though I will probably save that worst one till the very end. Let's start here in the New York section of the park because Jimmy Fallon's Race Through New York has one of the best queues in the park. Plus, I have a little secret regarding this one. First, we have the lobby, which highlights the history of the Tonight Show with all its different hosts. You can find a display and then stand under this speaker, and it will give you all the history about that particular host and how the show was then. And this is the main queue area, more like a lounge. Plenty of seating. You can catch entertainment with #ThePanda sometimes. The Ragtime Gals, they're always playing highlights of the Tonight Show on the TV as well. They even have some video games for you to play here too.
Hello. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now the whole team's springing here. We don't give a real from the jump. Starting from the bottom, now the whole team's here. Hi.
So what's my little secret about the Race Through New York queue? I will often use it as a lounge. If the wait time is pretty short, like 20 minutes or less, always good air conditioning in there, seating, entertainment. So for me, it's a nice place just to lounge around. I absolutely love the Revenge of the Mummy roller coaster. It's my favorite attraction here at Studios. However, the queue did not make the cut for this list. The Goddess, she didn't seem to mind my opinion, but I think the big guy was bothered by it. And then we have Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. This is probably the most immersive queue of any attraction at any theme park. We start off in the grand lobby of Gringotts. We've got goblin tellers doing their work. There's even, I'm going to call him the bank manager, giving us instructions.
Here to open an account? Very well. Move along to the security office to have your Gringotts identification photo taken. Then, proceed to the large office at the end of the corridor, where an assistant will prepare you for your first visit to the vaults.
After we receive our instructions from the bank manager, we walk through some offices, and we happen to end up in the office of Bill Weasley. He gives us a little insight on our tour.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'll join you on your tour. We can all leave together. I'll meet you at your cars.
But what are we talking about? Let's get moving. Now, listen to me. The passage to your left will take you to a pair of lifts. The lifts will take you down to the cart station. There you will board a cart for the journey to the vaults beneath the Gringotts. We'll see you down there.
And then from there we move on to the lifts, the elevators, which is an outstanding aspect of this queue. You've got the trolls operating the lifts, sending you down to the vaults of Gringotts. And that is pretty much the queue. You do have to go up some stairs after this, after you grab your 3D goggles, but then you're on the ride. But the queue experience you have here in Gringotts, top notch. It's so amazing. You really feel like you are in the world of Harry Potter, or at least the movies of Harry Potter. MIB, Men in Black, Alien Attack, a fun ride with a super fun queue.
Are we alone? Join us now as we take you on a fantastic
We'll find out if you're the best of the best. But don't get your hopes up. This ain't no cakewalk. Says how.
After a quote-unquote elevator ride, we have this hallway here. Some fun stuff in this hallway. The hallway is home to an alien break room. There's even some fun newspaper clippings on the bulletin board in the break room.
I'm so sick of this place. It's always the same old, you know? And they don't appreciate us. Sometimes I think we should just go on strike. Every day it's worm, do this. Hey worm, do that.
On your right hand side, you'll find this door, oxygen free zone. I want you to pull the handle here. Get a burst of air and some growling in there. Another fun door is the fingerprint removal door. Again, grab the handle there. That's how they remove the fingerprints. Moving on. This is probably the coolest looking room in all of the queue. A couple aliens down there, the big screen. Let's go take a closer look at the aliens though. There's a better look at them doing their work. Lots of arms and fingers. Well, not a lot of fingers. Only 2 fingers per arm, but they can get work done.
10 seconds to planetary implosion. 8, 7, 6, 5. Planetary implosion averted. Have a nice day.
And this is the last little room before you kind of get into the ride area. But it displays all your little blasters and tools and gadgets that you would need if you happen to be a man or woman in black.
Multiple hits to score. Your ammo is unlimited.
Just please use the denormalizers wisely. You really don't need to grab any gadgets or blasters because your ride vehicle comes equipped with a blaster.
You're not MIB. I could make it through training. I could do better than that guy did right there. If you wanted to be MIB, huh? How come you don't have the suit? If you were so good, you wouldn't be going back home.
A couple things I want to mention about that MIB queue. I think it has the best air conditioning in the park. I think they use alien technology in there for that though. And then the other thing is, you know the one room we saw, that large room kind of downstairs on the first floor that had the aliens doing the work? You can actually go down there if you request a free MIB tour. Just ask one of the people at the front of the queue, one of the workers, one of the team members. If they have the right staffing level, they'll give you a free, what's called an immigration tour. It's one of the best like free tours you can have in the park. So that's a nice aspect about that queue as well. It's not often that Fast and Furious Supercharged gets on a best of list, but it does today. It's one of the best queues here at Universal Studios Florida. The first half of the queue, you're walking through a garage area with several cool looking cars with some party music pumping. Some of them even have speakers in the trunks and stuff, but a party atmosphere as soon as you step into the first garage. The second area of the garage continues with the party vibe. We've got some music pumping out of the trucks here, even video screens on the trucks. And then we move into a couple pre-shows. Both the pre-shows are fun and kind of neat. The sets are really cool.
When I'm in this room, I feel like we're all together again.
That's so sweet.
Welcome to our family.
Yeah, welcome everyone.
And then after we leave the break room, we're gonna enter my favorite pre-show of this ride. This war room is pretty cool looking. Just take a look around, looking all blue and high-techy.
All right, you start drinking already? Hold on a second. Hey, Ted.
Jamie,
yeah.
The buses are here.
Okay, perfect. So we'll get these people out of here. We'll get them on their way, okay? Hold on, Dom's calling.
I got this, Jamie.
Oh, all right,
Dom,
sorry.
what up?
Tej, just got a heads up from Hobbs. The FBI is about to raid your location.
Man, they always ruining our fun.
Now after we leave the war room, the queue gets pretty basic, pretty quick, but that's okay because we're almost on the ride anyway at this point. So overall, your experience in the queue here at Fast and Furious, very enjoyable. It might be the highlight of the attraction. Just like MIB, Fast and Furious, they offer a free backstage tour called the Garage Tour, and it is phenomenal. A lot of cool Easter eggs you will discover in that tour. Now when it comes to the tours, they are free, but they are not guaranteed. It all depends on the staffing level. A lot of the attractions have those, but the one here at Fast and Furious, the Garage Tour, is top-notch too. Barely making the list of Rick's top 6 queues at Universal, Transformers. Barely made it. If it was a top 5 list, it wouldn't have made it, but it's not a top 5, it's a top 6. So, let me tell you about the Transformers queue. I don't enjoy the outside portion of the queue, but that's not the reason why it's on the list. Let's go inside. We are now inside of the Nest facility. I like the lighting in here. And another thing I really like, the screens. Let me tell you about those. The videos that they have on the screens do a really good job of explaining what's happening and why you're going on the mission you're going to go on. So you don't have to know a lot or anything about the movies. The video screens explain everything to you and what you're about to get into. This queue also has a lot of buttons for you to fidget with. This particular room of the queue has one of the cool visuals. The item on your screen right now. Of course, this room has more of those fidget buttons. This room here in the queue has a cool prop I'm going to show you in just a second.
With shredding blades that just keep coming. Grinder will take you to a spin you don't want any part of.
As you can see, Transformers, probably the weakest item on today's list. I do like the way that they explain the mission you're going on, but if you guys can think of a better queue that I should have replaced Transformers with, let me know in the comment section below. Take off Transformers and add what? The Woody Woodpecker Kids Zone may be transformed into DreamWorks Land, but you know what is still here? The classic E.T. attraction with its classic E.T. queue. Now as far as the queue itself, it's pretty simple, but I do like the big trees they have in here. The forest setting, I like that. I like a couple of the scenes that they recreated from the movie in here. I know that's not a lot, but it is E.T. and I have a soft spot in my heart for the little guy and really anything from the 80s. So, oh, and there's one more thing I should mention. This E.T. queue smells really good, kind of like a forest. Yeah, basically it comes down to the trees and the smells. There's more than just one smell. Not just in the queue, but the entire attraction has different smells. Now, if I did my math correctly, those were the top 6 queues, in my opinion, at Universal Studios Florida. But I believe I promised to show you what I think is the worst queue. Let's make our way over there now. Some of you may be thinking that I'm gonna say Minion Blast is the worst queue because I did a video where I said I wasn't fond about this queue because 90% of it is outside. Well, the 10% that is inside is actually super cute. Rip Ride Rocket has a queue that is 100% outdoors, no air conditioning, just some fans, it's concrete and a couple of video screens. Just because parts of it is covered doesn't mean it's not an outdoor queue. It's totally an outdoor queue. And this queue I would describe more like an amusement park ride queue versus a theme park ride queue. There's a difference, there's a huge difference, but this one falls squarely on the side of amusement park. It has little to no theming. So it's outdoors, no air conditioning, no theming, an easy call to make this the worst queue at Universal. But if you disagree, you have a different opinion, share it in the comment box. Also, let me know if you think I'm wrong about the Transformers queue. But today was super fun because I showed you 6 queues, which means I got to go on 6 rides. So that was super fun. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Exit through the description box. I've got some cool links for you.